Hi guys, welcome back to another reaction video and thoughts here on Our Eyes Your Eyes. I'm ready to watch episode 6 of Chainsaw Man. But before starting this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me, and feel free to join me this adventure till the end. Okay, in the previous episode we saw that now they have this new mission because they have to find the gun devil. Let's see what's going to happen today. Are you ready to join me with these? Check it out. Uh, don't worry, I mean... Exactly. Oh. It's like as if it's our reflection, right? Yeah, it's like as if everything is doubled. Denji is already in the bed. But why the 8th floor? Okay, now it doesn't matter. I mean... Because I think that the devil is hiding somewhere. That, I mean, he doesn't want you to find him. There is the same risk, actually. No. No, come on. No, Kobeni is not positive at all. What the F? What kind of... Okay. Power. There's no need to laugh now. I mean... Yeah, this is true. Yeah. Why? It's always talking about 8, the number 8. Okay. So time and space are distorted. That's a positive side anyway. Seeing the good and evil things. Denji, you're really useful right now, eh? Aki is speechless. He fell asleep actually. That's another big problem. No, of course he will not rest. No! Power. Thank you. I am afraid for Kobeni, sincerely. I mean, she's really unstable right now, so. But there's no need to feel agitated or to feel scared. Nothing is going to change. And in fact, he's smoking the same brand. Not really. Yeah. That's a Himeno's mom. Ah, okay. But why she wasn't? Ah, but you were not guilty because of that. I mean, oh, Aki, Aki. I hope that. Oh wow. No. uh, very good. Mm. Uh, yeah, I told you it was too good to be true. Oh my. What the F? Let's see if they wanted to leave him behind or not. Oh, no, come on. No, Kobeni. I mean, whoa, good job, Aki. I expected that. Kobeni is out of her mind now. She's not thinking. No, Kobeni, it's better if you find another way instead. Oh, so the only one who can be useful is the engine. Mm. Oh, okay. No, I thought that the only solution was the engine. Actually, we need. The more you attack it, the more it's getting bigger. They are already inside. Mm. The power of the contract, the Denji. What the F? Of course. Ah, exactly. You can't. I mean, it's against your policy. No, he will never do that. Why? Why he can't use it? Why? But why he can't touch the sword, the katana? 神戸にNo power! え神戸に。I know, but 神戸に you're just out of your mind. What? No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. The Eternity Devil. Yeah, because they can't escape from there. What the F? No F way. No, 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 no. No, Aki will never do that. What? Why he can't use the katana? Okay. Ah, okay. I didn't know that. No, come on. No, I think Aki is going to use it. No, 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 no. Whoa! I totally agree with Aki. Absolutely. Mm. Wow. Come on, power. Himeno. No F way. I mean, no. Ah, okay. That could be possible. In fact, I mean, okay, it's uh, so you should be tired of Makima too at this point, but isn't it your own way to say thank you? Whoa! Yeah, because it's infinite, so where is he going? Okay, guys, another episode finished, and even if it seemed that this episode was like a sort of repetition because throughout this episode you could see that the characters were struggling to find a way to go out, etc., etc., and they tried even different things, different ways to go out. But the interesting thing was that all these characters, for the first time, were put all inside a place where they couldn't escape. And it was really interesting to see how they were facing their fears. Because when you're put inside a place and you can't go out, the only thing you can do is to talk, to try to find a solution, or to open up your heart and to reveal your fears, to reveal a part of your personality to others. So even in this case, I think that this experiment was really useful because throughout all the time that they are spending inside of these hotel, you see how they are confronting each other. You see the fragility of some of the characters. You understand some of their background stories, and it's really helpful because I think that once they will go out from this hotel, they would all be happy somehow to have shared a part of their personality, as if this experiment to put them all together is working very well. I think that when you're starting socializing with others, you have your own idea of yourself, but it's confirmed or denied based on how you socialize with others. I mean, you can have your own idea of yourself, but when you start talking to another person, you can understand if your idea about yourself is confirmed. That means if you're that person for real, or you can discover some other sides of your personality. So it's quite interesting. I think that by socializing, people can be really human and they can reveal more about themselves. So I really liked the fact that they were all confined here, and for a second they were stopping doing what they were supposed to do. That means to be just devil hunters, and they were revealing their human sides, no matter if it was a negative one or a good one. So I want to start with Kobeni, because in this episode I think that we could dig more inside these characters' personality, and I really like the author's choices, as you all know, because I thought that Chainsaw Man was an anime in which you could find lots of battles, in which you were seeing more actions than anything else, but I was totally wrong to think something like this, and I really like it at this point because instead of being the usual action or a battle a story in which you can see more actions than everything, you can see that the more you go on, the more you're discovering the psychology of these characters, and that's what I really like, to be honest with you. So I totally appreciate this story, but in the case of Kobeni, you understand the fragile personality that she has and her weak points. The fact that she's scared when she feels hopeless and she doesn't know how to go out, related to the promise she made to her parents. That means to find enough money to guarantee her brother an education, because her brother is really smart and she really has to work for him. But at this point I'm asking myself, what about these parents? I mean, why they don't work to give him a chance to go to university and she has to? I mean, this is quite disgusting when the parents are demanding the kids to do something instead of them doing so. I don't know Kobeni's parents' condition, and I hope that maybe they are going to tell us later why she has to do something like this instead of them. The only thing that I know is that she has to sacrifice herself for the sake of her brother, and she also doesn't know that probably if she can't do that, she's going to be punished or something by her parents or by the circumstances themselves, because if the brother doesn't go to the university, her mission is failing, and maybe she put in this mission all her heart and all her expectations to fulfill all these. So you could see the fragility, but even the pain that she's feeling, also because she's the one to say, I also wanted to go to university. Her brother is not the only one who is aiming at something like this. The way in which she's so desperate to even sacrifice another person for her own interests. Yeah, you understand that in Chainsaw Man, more or less, that's the main deal. That's the main point of all the story. When all people have their own purpose and they wanted to do everything to fulfill it, no matter if this has to do with another person's sacrifice, or it doesn't matter if it's regarding his or her own pleasure, or his or her own goal, his or her own ambition. It doesn't matter. The only important thing is the goal. But you could see the desperation, the frustration, the pain, the suffering she's feeling at a point that when the demon is asking them to sacrifice Denji, almost all of them is ready to do so. And this makes you understand, and should make Denji understand, that Denji is not so important to all of them, or most of all of them, because they are taking care more of their lives. Of course, this is something that comes out not just in Chainsaw Man, but in many other stories, when you understand that human beings are really selfish and they hope to survive instead of others, or there is this surviving instinct that can let you turn into an evil character or a meanful character, a person that can't be even recognized by herself too, because when it's about to survive, you don't care about others, you just care about yourself. This can happen to most of these characters. Of course, to Kobeni, because she has her own intentions, to Arai, because even Arai in this case prefers to go out as soon as possible because they are running out of food and he can't really think carefully what to say or what to think, because when you run out of food and you're a human being, you really feel it, and you start even losing the way to think carefully and the way to think properly about what to do. So as you can see throughout these episodes, you can touch all these human weak points that are condemning us most of the times and are defining us some other times. So it was really interesting. On the other side, I wanted to talk about Himeno, because even Himeno seems to be so sure of herself and she seems to guide even Aki for the best. She is called by him a senpai, but for the first time I think that Aki told her something really important. That means if you keep being selfish, you will never defeat this gun devil. You have to join forces, and even if sometimes you think that a person is not the person that you like, or a person that you are proud of, you have to go ahead and try to cooperate. Because if that's the way in which the common goal can be reached, then that's fine. And I think that Himeno didn't consider these. I mean, she was considering the fact that Aki doesn't have to use the sword, I mean the katana, and later she's explaining why. Because if he is going to use the katana, there's a way that his life will be shortened. And by saying these, you understand that Himeno is just scared to lose another partner because she has already experienced something like this, and she is really scared to be affectionate to others. Otherwise, she knows that when she's going to lose them, she's going to feel pain. So it's just a way to protect herself and understand that sooner or later a partner is dying. So she is mentally already ready for this, but on the contrary, she's not ready because she wants a partner that is surviving, and he or she is going ahead together with her in this project. So the fear of losing a partner versus the knowledge of the fact that this might happen. So the way to be ready for it, and at the same time not to be ready for it, because when you are experiencing death in front of you many times, you get used to it, but at the same time you are still hoping that these things are changing, and there will be this exception that it's coming in your life and it's not disappearing as always. Let's try to put ourselves in Himeno's position. Of course, if she was getting affectionate to all these partners by giving a piece of her, what she was to them, then when they are dying, it's like as if a part of her is dying too. So I totally understand her, and I think that her love towards Aki is something really special. She doesn't want to lose him because she saw in Aki a protection that she couldn't have from others, maybe, especially when there was that flashback in which we see that she was slapped on her face by a parent of one of these comrades who died, and later after Aki punished this person. I mean, he was taking his personal revenge on her by saying that what this person was doing to Himeno was unfair because she was not guilty. I mean, Himeno was not guilty for the fact that he or she lost his or her life. So there was no need to say that Himeno was the culprit because she was also suffering. And this person who was laughing at her face didn't understand that even Himeno was suffering as much as Aki was suffering a lot when he lost his family, and nobody is understanding this because he can't let people dig inside of him to discover these. It's just a shield that you put in order to feel more confident in front of others, but I think that in that moment Aki broke that wall, that shield, finally, so that Himeno could release her affection to him. And that thing of the cigarette, okay, it's not healthy at all. And even when she says that cigarettes are helping people socialize, I don't think so. I mean, I don't smoke, but that doesn't mean that I can't socialize with others, so that's not true. But I think that that was just her way to feel superior at the beginning because she was teaching him something. But at the same time, she was desperately trying to find a new partner. She was desperately trying to find a new comrade to share things with. And I think that when Aki accepted that cigarette, and then this habit was going ahead, it was just like engaging a ring, let's call it like this, that could create a bond between the two. And it was sealing a great relationship that was going ahead throughout the years. So I think that I really like Himeno also because of this. She doesn't want to show you how much she cares about Aki until the moment she's seeing that he was hit by this knife. And she was starting screaming, Aki, 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 what should I do now? What should I do? I mean, this desperation that is coming out, especially after she's seeing once again in front of her eyes that something terrible might happen. But fortunately, this time power is there, so she can heal this injury that Aki is having right now. And why Aki was hit like that? Because Aki decided to protect Denji. And even if he's saying, let's protect him because we need him, because we have to kill this gun devil altogether, otherwise we can't, blah, 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 I believe it just a 50%. because I think that Aki is still seeing Denji as his young brother, and he doesn't want to lose him too, because of what I told you in the previous episode, because Aki really needs a person that resembles someone like his young brother. It's like as if his younger brother can be reincarnated into Denji, and Aki is having the possibility, as much as Himeno has this possibility, to find a comrade that he doesn't want to get rid of. So this is really nice. I think that, yeah, inside of this hotel, they had the great chance to develop their feelings and to understand the piece of the puzzle that was missing. And I think that when you are ready to open your heart like these characters are doing, that's a sign of a friendship. That's a sign of a bond that is connecting them forever somehow, because they are sharing an important experience in which they are risking their lives all together. So I think that this will be really memorable, and nobody is going to forget this experience. So I think this can be really therapeutic, and it helped the characters to get in touch more instead of disbanding this team. So as you can see, even in devils, there is a good sign. I mean, even if they are attacked by these devil, thanks to the attack of this devil, they can have this positive view of the things. In all bad things, there is even a small percentage of good, and we don't have to forget that, because one is omnipresent in the other one, and we can't exclude it. It's like the yin and yang, something that you can't separate, right? Yeah, at the end of the episode, Denji decides to sacrifice himself. In fact, he is launching himself inside of this infinite, but I hope that they are trying to rescue him, of course. And what he was trying to say approaching Aki was really beautiful, because on one hand, Denji is realizing that he is always used, and at the same time that he has always to owe something to others. But on the other side, it's also his way, his a personal way, to realize that someone saved him, and so he has to be thankful. It was his personal way to say thank you to Aki, and I don't think that he has ever expected to say something like this to him, but I hoped that this moment was coming, because that is helping these two characters to get in touch more and more. I was saying something like this during the reaction too, when you are saying, Denji, that you have always own others, and you have always been in touch with characters who are letting you do something, and then they are going to survive, or they are going to feel better instead of you, etc., etc. Makima is doing the same. I mean, she is using you for her interest as much as the Mafia Men did it before, as much as these characters are asking you to sacrifice. But Denji, you need to understand that there should be a moment in which you stop sacrificing for others and you put yourself in the first position. I hope that this thing is happening, because he has to run away from all these people who prefer to kill him, to prefer to use him, etc., etc. Where is the pride? Where is the dignity that you might have about your person? Of course, based on the previous events, he can't cultivate these inside of his heart, but I really hope that he does that sooner or later, because he needs to understand the importance of his persona too, and not just the fact that he has to do things for others. As always, it's time to do things for himself. And of course, he was also referring to this kiss that has to come. Let's see how it will come. I mean, I'm talking about the Himeno's kiss. that is supposed to be with the tongue. But even in that case, after that, Denji has to be ready to find some other goals. Otherwise, he will feel really empty inside. And now that Denji is going inside this infinite devil, I want to see how he is contrasting it, because yes, he is the chainsaw man. I mean, he has the chainsaw devil inside himself. But at the same time, I want to see if Aki is going to come and rescue him somehow, or all the others together are understanding that one for all or for one, even if this is not the proper case, let me tell you, because in this story, these devil hunters are all put together not because they want to stay together, but because they are forced to do so. And we know that all these characters have something in common, because they all want to destroy this Gun Devil. So at least they have something in common, as much as they have all lost something because of their previous experiences, because of their past. So at least they have two things in common. But is this enough to create a team in which they all respect each other and they are going to create a special bond all together because of these things that they have in common? Yes and no. It depends on the characters. I don't really feel as if this team will be able to create something really, really special. I'm talking about all the characters put together. There should be one character that feels something special for the other one, and then these other character is feeling something special for the other one, but there's not something that can unify all of them, and they can create something special all together. Let's see, let's stay tuned. It might happen, but I don't really believe so for the moment. Last but not least, as you can see, even in this case, we were talking about a contract, because this devil is asking them to sign this contract to sacrifice Denji, and if they sacrifice Denji, he's going to release all of them. And when Denji is saying, oh, I don't think it's true, I mean, I don't think that it's going to happen sincerely, just because he says that doesn't mean that it's going to happen. But then Himeno was talking about the importance of this contract, and the fact that when a contract is signed, nothing can go back as before. I mean, you sign something that has to be like this, otherwise it's not a contract. And that's why I was thinking about Denji signing Makima's contract and the importance of it. Because once you sign it, you can't go back, and you can't deny the fact that you signed it. And also the fact that Himeno is saying that a devil usually lets you sign a contract to make him feel satisfied too. Yeah, that's what Makima did already with Denji. So this can partially confirm my theory regarding the fact that Makima is a devil too, because of the eyes that she has, and because of the fact that she's always trying to let them sign these contracts, like even Pochita did in the first episode, when he said, look, I'm giving you this power, but on the contrary, you have to turn into the Chainsaw Man, and you are going to suffer. Yes, that's one side of the contract. Even in this case, Denji was going to be the prey to be sacrificed, and they were going to lose a comrade, something that you gain and something that you lose. I really like that they keep explaining this contract thing, and I hope that Denji is going to understand his place in the world, because he is just put inside a cage. The more we go on, the more he will keep losing instead of gaining, in my opinion. But things can change, so let's stay tuned and keep on watching. Thank you so much for the support, guys, for this video. That is it. I hope you enjoyed, and see you tomorrow with episode 7 of Chainsaw Man. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Bye, guys. See you in the next video.